What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 55 of Unfinished Business. My name is Taylor, joined as always by Matt, Tyler, and Corey. We're going to take a minute, talk about whatever we want to. I have confessions to make to the disc golf world this week. I got my finish line allotment in. My unboxing video will come out Monday. I didn't play a full round with those discs and film it. I just wanted to go get a quick round in during work one day. Don't tell my boss. Took out the disc I was most excited to try, which was the Sector. And we were not friends immediately, which just absolutely breaks my heart and makes me want to cry. Conversely, I have a new favorite disc, but I can't tell anybody what it is yet because I'm cooking something. There's my minute.
How? It's just a nice, well-rounded, straight-flying mid-range. How?
The composite one's more stable than I want it to be, unfortunately, which is probably a real problem. So I'm gonna try the forged.
You tell me yeah, you can try the forged. I don't know.
Corey will tell you.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, Corey will tell you if there's a significant change in flight characteristics. I don't.
Oh, there's
easily.
The forged now. There's easily.
I haven't thrown. I threw the forged literally twice. So
I compared the forged Sector to the composite Supra, and depending on the throw, because I don't think I threw them like perfectly, the composite Supra was more stable. But I don't like it, or I wouldn't say more stable. It was, I thought I put them on the same angle. The Sector went dead straight and the Supra like faded off. So I don't know if that's technically comparing them, but
I also hadn't played in a week because we got snow. So yeah. I could have just been bad as well. So more testing to come. But I do have a new favorite disc that I'm excited to reveal at some point.
Taylor, I think you should keep the composite and the forged in your bag and do like a full on like try both at the same time.
Yeah.
Go for
comparison video.
We know you have the space in your bag, bro. The way that thing be flopping over, you know there's
put some stuff in there.
There's no
the real bad.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I'm excited for that video. I'm excited to see what you like on Finish Line versus don't like. But it's gonna be an exciting year. 3/4 of the podcast sponsored by Finish Line. GG to Tyler.
Not GG. I'm holding on strong.
He never put anything in for Finish Line, so he can't be mad that he didn't get it or something. But I'll take my minute.
Disc in their bag, in my bag right now from him. So,
bro, you liked the Supra too, but I lost that one, so you can't have it. I'll take my minute. Form stuff is super weird, guys. This is what me and Mac have been talking about it for like all week. I was like, oh, I'm not progressing at all in my form in the last like 2 weeks. And then I just throw a throw and I'm like, dang, that was slow. And it comes out 3 miles an hour faster than everything else. And then just for the rest of the last 3 sessions, everything's 3 miles an hour faster. Don't know why. It's like the best, worst problem you can, or the worst, best problem you can have.
Slow is fast.
Slow is fast. Yeah. But
tempo is fast.
I don't know. I'll probably, if I get 2 or 3 more miles on me, I'll be bing chilling, kind of what I'm looking for. But we'll let it slide. That's it for me. I'm excited to get back and play disc golf now that snow's almost gone and it's almost warm. So I will take it. Yeah. Anyone else? Corey or Tyler, who's going next?
I'll go. I finally put out a video that I've been sitting on for quite a long time, at least a couple weeks. I did the voiceover. Thank you. It's actually, it's only 2 minutes long, but somehow it's the longest video I've ever made. Like, it's weird. Go watch it if you haven't. For some reason, I did the voiceover, and then I had that clip forever, and I only filmed maybe 2 or 3 of like the actual clips that you saw, and then I just sat on it for like a month, and I finally like went back and watched some videos that like really inspired me. And I was like, you know what? I got to finish this. And I did, and I posted it, and I got a lot of large content creators reaching out and saying like, hey, Jay Milley was upset that I didn't use any of his footage in the video. Flippy James said the same thing.
Suck it.
And then Bodanza texted me and said, hey, my Vessi contact wants to send you some free shoes because I literally had a maybe 2-second clip of just a Vessi poster. And that's all that happened. So that was awesome. So I guess
that's news.
I am getting paid for the vest, like I'm getting paid for that video, and that's the first time ever, because technically he's sending me the shoes for free. So,
But
Huge.
are you
Wow.
going to sell out though?
I don't know what that means.
Are you going to sell out? Because you've always been an Etnies guys.
Oh,
Or
I've already,
Skechers.
I'm already past it. I have 2 pairs of Skechers that I've been rocking hard. I am doing a Vessi review, and I've already thought of so many funny things that I can do with it, so I can't wait. But more importantly, I got a phone call today from Joseph at Another Round. Literally, it was a 10-minute call just to tell me that he loved the video, and he wants to put it on like their website as like a, hey, if you've never played disc golf before, here's an introductory to like.
I knew that was going to happen. That was my thought. That was my thought, that this video is going to be like the gold standard people are going to start sharing with their friends.
I hope so. I have some other ideas too of like this style video. I just don't know how to. I'm just gonna call them like short films. But it was really weird that like I was leaving work to run to Home Depot to get like some supplies because we're building some stuff in my office, and I just get a random Instagram phone call from him, and I'm like, hey, and it literally it was like, hey, buddy, that video was awesome. And then it was just like a 10-minute of us staring at each other for a second, and then he was like, all right, see you later. So that was cool. And I think that's over a minute, so
Okay, the comment Mike just made, please use. That's so funny, Corey. That is legitimately hilarious. Not good for time of the year, but that is such a funny.
Okay, yeah. Well, we have the same wavelength in thought. I wasn't going to use a creek because that's how you pronounce it correctly.
Creek.
But I was gonna full in jump in a lake like all the way. And
That does
then
the job too.
And then possibly,
Similar
depending on when I want to post the review, I'll wait until my dad's pool is open. And I was gonna put my basket in the pool and like putt underwater, like just wearing a bathing suit and the Vessies.
Just wearing the Vessies.
Yeah, just the Vessi. just one Vessi.
Strategically placed.
Yeah.
Very cool, Corey.
It's
Very
sad
cool.
because you put out the video and then I didn't watch it for like the whole rest of the day. And they're like, yeah, it's only 2 minutes. And I went and watched it and I was like, this is going to be the video that we send to all the people who want to get into disc golf. Or maybe like, hey, you want to get into disc golf? Like, watch this for 2 minutes and see what you think. And
I think I'm going to make a playlist on my channel of short films so that anytime I do one of these, super short, super quick, very like fast pace.
Short film, but yet it took me the longest to edit.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of... Now, actually, that was one thing that Joseph said was like, it probably took you so long to do like the part where the discs fill up the bag and then go back and forth. And I was like, yeah, that was probably the longest part.
Yeah. No, that was cool. What
about you, Tyler?
Yeah, my disc golf minute is I finally got a chance to go out and throw some plastic today. I don't really have anything super like exciting to really report on, other than like I've gotten a ton of plastic since the last time we were on. I kind of talked about it a little bit, but it was just nice to get out and throw the disc. It was super windy today. The snow I thought was melted, not fully melted, so my feet were soaked by the end of the round and cold. But it was just nice to get out and throw plastic again, man. January's been like the worst. This January has been the worst month for disc golf that I've ever had since getting into disc golf in the last, whatever it is, 4 years.
I think it's also the fact that we're so addicted right now.
Yeah.
That it's even worse because we're like, I'm itching to play.
Yeah. And I got some good plastic. I still have like a whole Latitude 64 bag that I wanted to get out and play with that I still haven't played with yet.
No GGA?
None in the bag at the moment. So, but yeah, anyways. So Tyler's got to promote your fries. Don't know what that is.
Fridays with Tyler, man. Fries with ties.
Oh yeah, the Friday with
We need to talk about that.
This is a quick promo. Join the Discord, and you may see a man in his car with seagulls eating an entire Little Caesars pizza, and then also going to random shops and talking.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. you guys kept on joking about like, oh, what is he going to see next Friday? And I'm like, haha, like that was it. And then all of a sudden this morning I was like, I could do this on Friday.
It's gonna be a banger series,
So,
man. An absolute banger.
Dude.
I'll give a little hint about what I'm thinking about doing for Friday, or maybe I'll skip it. I can't do this every Friday. I just can't. But this Friday, because I'm starting a new starting a new challenge starting tomorrow. I might raw dog something on Friday.
Love to hear that.
And it's not gonna be eating a whole pizza. It's not gonna be
live on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go to different websites for that one.
Or our Discord.
This one is gonna be harder, in my opinion. Maybe I think it'll be harder than eating a whole pizza.
It's just so
harder
funny.
than colon afterwards because.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys right now. I could not poop for like the next 3 days. Like I struggled to poop. So
join the Discord
awesome.
if that's the kind of content that you.
Dude, logging into the Discord on a random Friday afternoon, and literally 80% of our Discord is present for this video for Tyler's live stream was the funniest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
I literally was like, dude, like I had this whole like I brought my lunch, whatever, and then I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna go out and get something to eat. And then I was thinking about getting like Chick-fil-A or whatever, not Chick-fil-A, but Chipotle. And then I was like, you know what? This would be really funny if I just tried eating a whole pizza right now to prepare for when we have to do our Little Caesars challenge. And then I was like, you know what? I'm doing this for all of us in Discord. And I'm doing this for you guys on a Friday afternoon entertainment. And so just to give you guys a little update, it was really easy until like the last couple bites on slice number 6, got 7 down, got 8 down. We were good to go. We felt fine, but I had a hard time pooping. Got a Sprite, we were good.
Rallied.
Went into a liquor store to ask people some questions. Went into a Wawa, asked some people some questions. It was a good time.
Out on the town.
It's crazy that Tyler's doing the TikTok 1-minute interviews with random people in our Discord on Fridays.
Yeah.
Also,
you know what a buzzball is?
As it was alluded to, we're coming to the end of January. The off season is ending, and we've got a never-ending stream of sponsorship movement. It seems the newest news in disc golf world breaking is that Ricky Wysocki and Kona Panis are out of their last year contract at Dynamic Disc, which was rumored, but it's here, it's real. I was skeptical. I figured if Ricky was playing the Memorial with a DD bag, he was chilling, sitting it out, but that is not the case. So what is everybody's initial reaction here to the moves by DD? They picked up Evan Smith today, I believe, on the back end of that. So still sponsoring some people. They got Parker, they got Evan, but the big contracts are out. What are our thoughts here?
Do we think that they are doing this because it's like crap, we're out of money? Or do you think they're doing it because they're about to be out of money? Like, how close did they take to call this in both Ricky and Kona is my question.
I think genuinely the financial situation is probably not good. But if you're looking at this, and I mean, we've been seeing this all year, people saying that like Ricky discs are on sale on the DD store for like $10. What's going on with Ricky? Like we talk about how Ricky doesn't sell. If you're evaluating this company and you are able to get out of this contract, and with both of them combined, you're now not paying, you know, whatever, $1.25 million are just now free for 2025. I think that's a move you have to make. Like, just unfortunately, it is what it is.
So there's a professional skateboarder that just got dropped by his shoe company that he was sponsored by for 10 years. And he doesn't make, I mean, skateboarders make probably what like the average disc golf pro makes. Like, it's not anything crazy. Well, the reason he got dropped is because that company got consumed by the Nidecker Group, which is like a snowboard company in Europe or something like that. And the whole reason was they looked at the numbers and they said, okay, we want to do this. We want to do this. We just need to get rid of what we don't need. And he just happened to be one of the pros that got dropped. I can see House of Discs going, we own you now. Why are we paying this much money for people? Like, it doesn't make any sense. We're not paying other people that much. We just bought Isaac Robinson, the 2-time world champion, for what, $175 a year or something like that.
Estimated 300 a year with royalties.
With royalties.
Right.
What I'm saying is like
assuming
his
stuff sells. Yeah.
His guaranteed is like 175. Why are we quadrupling that
Right.
for a guy that all of his discs can't sell? And he's like, yes, he's top 5 in the world, but that's not worth that much money. So I think they just thought, hey, DD, you need to cut this now.
Yeah,
We're not doing this again.
the unfortunate timing for Rick and DD too is like we see this all the time. Like we're seeing it right now with Germ. The best time for a company to recoup sponsorship money is the week it happens. And you break that news, you drop a disc, everybody's hyped. Like those tempos are selling. Like, and they are paying, I would guarantee you, at least half of Germ's contract right now. So
the
like,
tempo hasn't even been officially released yet. So this is like the first like mass release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it gets harder and harder, and the timing was just terrible for Rick in that he signed a huge deal and then the decline happened where it's just not feasible for them. And I think Dynamic may be trying to get back to, we've talked about it before, when Dynamic was at its peak of sales, they didn't have a top pro. Like they were never the company that had somebody that was, top 20 in MPO.
I also wouldn't consider $3 million over the last 3 years a bad like Rick still made out of it. So
the one thing also is that DD also lost Emporia State University sponsorship. So it just all seems very curious about, is there something going on with Dynamic Disc that we all don't know about, that we're all keep on speculating that they are going to lock up shop and it'll be over.
You know what that makes me think of? When I saw that, it reminded me of, I don't know if you guys, this may be just a very niche reference, but like imagine you're like a little league baseball player and your dad's business like sponsors your team and you're so excited. You've got like Tom's Hardware on your jersey every year. And you're just like, bro, the dad's like, man, I just can't do it this year. Like the money, it's not in the cards. I'll still coach. It's just not in the cards. And like, oh, we're good. We got Walmart, man. We got Home Depot on the jersey now. It's like, we're good.
I was about to say, he's still coaching.
Yeah, he's still there. But like Evac has to be so sad. Like,
is he really though? Because he put out this whole glamorous post about, oh yeah, we're so happy that we going to bigger and brighter things, or something with that kind of lingo with Innova. And I was like, but you work at DD. This is so weird.
I don't know. I have a strong feeling this is 4D chess. And
this is absolutely targeted by Innova. Just being like, I know they said we want to get back into college disc golf or like support collegiate disc golf. Like, no.
Or did they want to own a course called Champions Landing?
Mess with that a little bit.
Being Innova champion discs.
There it is.
So
I have a
strong feeling that this is 4D chess, and they named it that, and they're like, one of these days Innova's gonna want to own this.
I mean, Emporia, like as far as college disc golf goes, is like the best team by a good margin, right? So like you think you get those players throwing Innova discs, like can't be bad.
I know nothing about college disc golf, but I know Go Ferris State. That's something in Michigan that I know is like they're pretty good, really good, I guess. Yeah.
I guess they're got to be near Discraft. That's what I would assume.
Or MVP, I guess.
I mean, yeah, they're probably equally as close to both of those, but
equidistant, some might say.
Yeah.
The only other news that I had outside of rambling about Dynamic Disc, Ricky Wysocki, is Ezra Robinson cannot win, and I feel bad for him. He is now in the Tour Down Under loss to Aiden Scott, Jeremy Coling. Who was the first one? Robert Burridge, I think, was the first he lost to. 3 in a row.
Playoff, I think, right?
One of them was. I think it may have been Germ, but one. Sad for Ezra Robinson. Does that affect anybody's opinion of Ezra Robinson's season coming up?
Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I think it's
if he can keep this up actually on the Pro Tour and be second place throughout the entire, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also probably make more than $400 a tournament.
Yeah, that would help. Also think. Sorry, real quick. I just want to say, Germ looks like he can putt all of a sudden. This man has never been able to putt in his career, and you put pixels in his hands, and he is just like hitting C2 putts everywhere. It's insane.
Is there a very straight putter from Innova?
You know what is a problem with Innova is they don't really have a floaty putter.
That's probably it.
Yeah. They have like the 2-3 and then whatever you want to mix. It could be like 01, 02. They have the 3-2, 02 or whatever, which is the Innova, or which is the AVR 3. But then they switch up. Like if you want a floaty putter, like you could go to like a 2-3-0-0.
What's
what's the arrow?
Pixel?
Arrow is like a 3-6-0-0.
Yeah.
What's the pixel?
240.5.
Okay, yeah.
The dart is the
yeah.
2300, I think, Mike. He's in
Evan
chat.
Smith popped off at the end of last year.
Evan Smith, I saw him at Worlds 2 years ago, and looks like he can't do anything because he's so skinny, so small. Dude can play, man. He was lacing stuff. I saw him in person. I followed him for like 3 holes, and I was like, bro, this guy is good. Like I pictured, like if you picture like that meme where it's like Snoop Dogg and that other guy, and he's like, this guy don't miss. Like that's how it felt like watching Evan Smith. I was like, this guy's good. So, I hope, I'm just gonna throw this out there just to get some FPO recognition in our podcast. I hope Kona actually has a decent season next year. She's gone through a lot. She's had cancer. She's had issues with her body and whatnot. I don't want that to sound weird, but yeah, she's had health issues.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. And I don't know. I was always a Kona fan when I first got into disc golf, and I was trying to like, watch some people, and I was trying to see who had the largest following and whatnot. I think she's nice, and she does a good job of interacting with people. So maybe
I was watching her throw today. She can throw the freaking disc pretty well too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott says
if Kona could putt, watch out.
Yeah. Scott says Taylor is the one to watch next year. She is the one to watch next year. Obviously, that's like the obvious pick, but
yeah,
she's got to learn how to throw shots too. So, I mean,
Taylor's
has a chance at winning D-Glow this year because I found out that Kristen's not even showing up.
To what?
Taylor, the D-Glow?
D-Glow.
Dang. Taylor is crazy because it's so perfectly easy to see that she has just all the raw talent and all the lack of experience that she's currently developing. Like you look at her throw for one round and you instantly know that. You're like, yeah, it literally is just time. However long she spends on the tour is just going to make her more and more effective.
One thing I will say is I don't know where she's at skill wise compared to Holland Hanley. But if she follows the projection of Holland Hanley took a while to get to where she is now. It took her at least 3 years on tour. So maybe Taylor is more athletic than Holland. I don't know, but it'd be interesting to see like Holland, Taylor, and some big throwers all play on one card together.
Did Holland just waltz out and start popping like 500-foot shots?
She came out throwing far. She already came out throwing far, but she had to. She made one lead card her rookie year. She started making lead cards her second year, and then she started winning last year. That was her third year.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I mean FPO is going to be interesting to see. Yeah. Will Kristen be able to keep it going, or is everyone going to start catching up?
Yeah,
I'm curious about Emily Weatherman. Kevin in the chat said he's a big Emily fan. She has insane touch form.
I think she has insane confidence. Yes.
Yeah.
But it looks like she knows where to put a disc and what angle to get it to just like go exactly where she needs it to.
Except when you go 2 inches out of bounds. But
I love how FBO still has that random like names just pop up. Like Sophia Donachie last year just like pops up and is on a lead card, and it's just like this grad student that just randomly kind of came out to play like OTBO.
Anakin Steen came out of nowhere and won a pro tour.
What's that other one that sounds like a freaking ninja?
Anakin Steen?
No, not Anakin Steen.
Sounds like a ninja.
Holmes Goggins.
No. Yeah, Sayananda.
Sai. You like Sai.
Sayananda sounds like a freaking ninja.
I love that Brixton had that
anime or
immediately,
something.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, he
No,
knew.
she out of nowhere, she just ends up winning.
Yeah.
And then goes back under the radar.
I tell you one thing. I was on Instagram today, just on Instagram. So I have my personal, and then I have like my disc golf one, and I just have pretty much all my disc golf people I follow on my disc golf one. Dude, the Finnish players don't mess around with like their off season. Like they're all meeting with trainers and they're working on like hip rotations and legs and all craziness. So I'm wondering if we're going to see some Finn players or some more European players just start taking over the FPO scene, or maybe just disc golf in general, honestly. I mean, we are going to go over there for Worlds. So
yeah.
Yep.
Real quick, just to wrap up on the Kona Ricky situation, I forgot to mention heavy rumors that Ricky is going to Discraft. Anybody?
We have a source.
We have a source saying that
Dustin Moray.
Ricky's going.
Dustin Moray has said that he heard that Ricky's going to Discraft.
Let me give the exact comment. Also, Ricky 100% Discraft. Announcement should be next week at the latest.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Breaking news.
Lock it in.
We're trusting Dustin here. If he lets us down, he'll be dead to us.
What disc you think Discraft would release for Ricky when he signs?
Dude, if they don't pop out Raptors, what are they doing? Literally, like it's the most.
Or what if they?
It's always a buzz, man. It's always a buzz.
Ugh.
Oh, what if they do the ringer top Zone GT?
What if they did
kind of like a Wysocki bomb?
What if they did a groove top Raptor?
Listen, if I don't get the Slipstream GT anytime soon,
DMs, baby. Piggybacking off that, I think my mind goes straight to Kona back at Innova. Her dad's worked there forever. It seems like it makes sense. Anybody having thoughts on where she may go other than Innova champion?
Why would she not?
I really wanted to see Ricky back at Innova. I just feel like it comes full circle. Ricky's at Innova, Paul's at Discraft. Like, that was a good time. But
I will say, as we've journeyed farther into the Rick and Paul sunset, it doesn't feel as weird to me now as it did like Rick and Paul had both moved to Discraft in 2019. That would have no way, right? But I feel like at this point it's not nearly as contentious, maybe just because Paul's not been at the top of the game.
I want to make one funny comment about the Paul and Rick situation. I feel like, at the very end of the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi goes freeze frame and he has that look like that. I feel like that's what Paul is doing watching Ricky's situation.
Contract situation.
Paul is just sitting there buddy, I think I've bested you in almost everything that possibly can be bested in disc golf. I don't know if there's that nastiness of rivalry between them, but Paul's got the foundation, and then all of a sudden Ricky's got his foundation, and then Paul's making moves, and then Ricky's making moves, and it's just been this nonstop. Ricky's trying to play catch up to Paul, and it's just over.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I have an off topic. Well, it's Discraft related. Do you think Ezra actually genuinely likes the Malta that much, or is Discraft trying to find someone that will push?
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. His video,
I had the exact same thought.
His video about the Malta was so funny on Instagram. I loved it.
I genuinely do think that he likes it. Like that's going to be one of the discs that he's like, oh no, this is a great disc. I don't know why everyone talks down on it. But at the same time, I can see Discraft being like, hey, we don't sell any of these. We need someone to push this.
The Malta is like a Rock 3 that feels worse, is what the Malta is. I bought the Malta thinking it was going to be a faster zone because I wanted to forehand it. It was awful on a forehand. You have to throw it on so much hyzer when you throw it on a forehand.
Have you ever thrown the drone?
I've never thrown the drone.
The drone is the faster zone.
Okay.
Unrelated. I don't know if this got announced. Kevin Kiefer is working for Supreme Flight, and by extension, now only throwing Discraft discs.
I believe that was posted
did that-
somewhere.
Okay.
I did see that
I was
somewhere.
noticing that on his videos. Hey, shout out. They're trying to do something down there. I mean, they're posting videos pretty regularly. I want to get to Mac's question because I actually like this question. Why doesn't Infinite Discs throw a boatload of money at one massive player for promotion? If I had to guess, I think they looked at what some money to the right guy like Bedanza can do.
Yeah.
Because you can just look at Bedanza's shop and every time he refreshes, hey, we have 100 discs on there. And then you go back and now there's no discs on there. And then you repeated that 3 or 4 times.
That blows my mind.
Like I straight up think that go ahead, Taylor.
No, I was saying I can tell you as someone sponsored by Infinite, they genuinely do not care. At least about Touring Pro. Sponsoring Touring Pros. Every Touring Pro that is on Team Infinite reached out to Infinite to be sponsored versus the other way. They do not pursue players. I think that they, for better or for worse, comfortably are the biggest retailer in the US and really just want to keep growing their website. They invest a lot in server infrastructure and want to invest in content more than anything because I think that they've seen how successful that is. So you've seen that with Bedanza being sponsored. You've seen that with them bringing Tyler Brickley from DGA to work in a full-time content role at Infinite. They have, like 3 or 4 full-time content people now. That's what their focus is on. They're not against sponsoring pros, that they just don't seek that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the way the world's moving right now. It seems like. I mean, we all saw Rick. I mean, there's probably other things involved with Ricky, but we all saw Ricky play really well all year, and it did not feel like anyone was throwing Ricky's discs. But that's probably also for other reasons, price and. Mike mentioned they're all overstable and
several bags were fumbled.
Yeah, quite a few bags are fumbled. So we can't use this assessment as the conclusion there. But no, just interesting to note and good to hear from an inside source as Taylor knows.
I'm not quite Dustin Murray on sources, but got something.
He got something though. He got something.
Dude, I want to hear about this weekly challenge that we finally all got the chance to do.
Okay, so weekly challenge. We did New Year, New Me. This is 5 discs you had not messed with in 2024 and a putting putter, I think we did. Yeah. So if you aren't joining our Discord, this is going to become a way more active part of it because it's also including tags. We had Mac, who's in our Discord, cook up a handicap system. Now it sounds like maybe UDisc is going to be coming out with one soon, but he cooked up our own handicap system to kind of even out everyone's playing. And everyone had like literally a month because of how much we refreshed it to do this challenge.
As much anymore.
Yeah, definitely not quite the New Year as much anymore. But I didn't snag a ton of stats here because of how much time it was. We allowed 2 submissions, but I do have the first ever round of you unfinished business tags to give you, and you'll get that tag if you're in the server. In first place, any guesses who popped a first?
Mackie.
B-Mac McFluff.
You would be wrong because first place is in fact Taylor at 225 with the handicap. Here's what we'll say.
So if you're an audio listener, Taylor pushed himself about 15 feet back from his mic.
Yeah. Here's what I will say. Mac used your like 4 rounds to calculate this, to calculate an average and then figure it out from there. He just gave me the formula to use in the future. Mac played really good for his 4 rounds. So he only had a 1 handicap on that thing versus Taylor having like a 10 or something. But hey, he invented it. He can't be mad at his own thing there. So Taylor takes a first place. Mac takes a second. Does anyone want to guess who third is?
Tyler.
I'm going to guess me because you said something about my handicap being so
that's a good point.
Aggressive.
Nope. Although you do have an aggressive handicap. You also played really bad. So...
Yeah, these were challenges.
You added in there. So Tyler popped a 3rd place, so he'll be our 3rd tag holder. Corey popped a 4th. Mike dropped a 5th place there, and then I did not actually submit mine because I did not put a UDisc round in as I videoed it. So I get a 6th. But we will we'll do this every week. So we'll assign all these tags in Discord. You'll hold them, and we'll run it through all season long. All you have to do is go into UDisc, record a full round with all stats, because we'll use those stats for fun stuff in the future. In the podcast itself, and then submit it, and then we'll review it, use the handicap system we're building out based on the rounds you've submitted, and then you can go from there. Next week's challenge, I guess 2 weeks from now's challenge. So you have
wait. Actually, that's the question that I had.
Yeah, that's a question we should answer.
Are we still doing every other week?
I think we need to confirm that after tonight, but I think there's a good chance it will be on next week together.
All right.
Okay.
Why does it sound so romantic? We'll say you have a week for this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike asked a question. What was your handicap? Yeah, it wasn't calculated because you only had the one round. So that kind of did you dirty. But
suck it, Mike.
We'll have it every round. We'll use both the rounds you sent in to help us calculate next week's round. So as far as next week's round, you have a week to submit. You can throw as many discs as you want. They all must have a -2 turn or flippier. So -2, -3, -4, yada, yada, yada.
That's a good way of saying it, because I wasn't sure if it was higher or lower.
Yeah, I was actively.
Yeah, I had the same thought. That's why I said flippier. Once again, that is UDisc full round. Record all your stats. That includes your putting, that kind of stuff. Screenshot it,
is the same.
Post it in our Discord.
And you did say you could use as many discs as you want, but it has to be a -2 turn.
They all have to be, super flippy. So
except for your putting putter.
Yes.
So for your putting putter. Putting putter can be whatever. That PA5 I got is going to be helpful. And post the discs you threw. Because that's
should we make a slight exception for putters, because who really has a -2 putter?
Figure it out.
Cool people like myself and Corey, because we both have PA5s.
I guess would we like to
you could say you could
adjust
you could
the
have
number to a putter, because a 0-0 almost flies like a -2 something else.
Let's make that putters must be 0-0
on the turn fade.
On the turn fade or flippier.
You cannot use a putter that has more than like one fade.
Taylor's trying to use a tomb right now, bro.
I mean, no, I just have to putt with it. No, I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
I was trying to think of the easiest way to say it, but I'm down.
We say like 0.5 fade, because then I could use the inner core. Or no, inner core is like a -0.50, because that's what I plan on doing, is just throwing an inner core.
Yeah, that's
it's whatever.
It can't have a positive combination.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll use that. Yeah. And if you're a really cool kid, like apparently Mac, me, and Corey are going to be, we'll use negative numbers. But -2 and flippier for everything other than your putting putters, and obviously that throwing putter exception.
And this will be detailed in the Discord. Join the Discord.
Yes, sir. Join our Discord.
Details will be there.
Details will be there. Cool. That's it for weekly challenge. I didn't want to snag a bunch of stuff all right, continue, boys.
Does anyone want a floor?
I have plenty of things to speak about.
Tyler, the floor is yours.
All right, listen. I have some really petty things that I want to bring out.
I'm shocked.
The one thing that it's been bothering me lately is these people who have like let's just say like 4 or 5 sponsorships in disc golf, right? So you have like a team, quote unquote, that you are on with your disc golf company, right? So there's Team Discgraph, Innova, blah, blah, blah. The thing that's really annoying is when people sign with other companies and they're like, I'm on like Team Vessi, or I'm on like Team Grip and stuff like that. Like, your team should just be the company that you're throwing their disc of. Like, why do we call them teams and not like sponsorships? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've seen people who are like saying like, oh, like I'm on team like Supreme Flight and whatnot. And that stuff just, I don't know, it just annoys me. Like, why is there so many things but teams? Why can't you just say I'm sponsored by Supreme Flight. Go ahead, Corey.
Would you consider someone on Team Nike for like golf clothing?
I've never heard someone say like I'm on Team Nike for clothing.
Have you heard it for clubs?
For clubs, it's not. You don't even call it Team like TaylorMade.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Team
I think
The
Titleist.
only reason I'm
Just
asking is because the example would be Supreme Flight is kind of like clothing.
right. But is it though? Because I've seen a lot of other stuff that's not clothing. But anyway,
Originally, Supreme Flight was like a clothing company. Like that's what it was back in the day, and then they brought it back.
right.
So what I'm trying to get at is like, would you consider yourself on a team for a clothing brand?
No, I'm sponsored by that company.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
skateboarding, right? Like
being on a team.
yeah, like calling it team stuff, like being sponsored. Am I wrong? I could be stupid. Feel free to say you're stupid.
Team TaylorMade is not a thing.
See, it depends on who we're talking about. Because yes, some skateboarders will say, I'm sponsored by this brand or this company. Some people will say, like, I'm on that team. It really, I don't know. I think it's interchangeable, the word. I think we're thinking team as in like a multi-person athletic group.
Yeah, that plays towards
that,
a
like,
common goal.
competes.
Yeah.
I gotta address Mac in the comments. Mac, no one says they're on Team TaylorMade. They say they're sponsored by TaylorMade. Like no one in golf says they're on Team anything. You're sponsored by a
There's
group.
not like I definitely. I
And
think,
how is Rory team captain? I'm just kidding.
That is not
I think
a
your main point too is like, I mean, the branding of like team disc. I feel like I see more than anything like team Discraft shirts, team Innova shirts. Like I feel like it. I mean, I'm in the same boat. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me in an individual sport that like we're representing like team anything. Honestly,
It's just
Well,
like I
think
said, this is like a petty thing. It's not even like that big a deal. But it's something I got annoyed about looking at Instagram when people were signing with Supreme Flight. They're like, I'm on Team Supreme Flight. Like, no. If anything, you're on Team Discraft and you got like a small little like, hey, you should come promote our stuff. You're not their team.
Yeah, Mac does bring up a valid point. Golfers aren't exactly flexing their 10% off a dry bag.
Nobody says
golfers are.
No one says they're on Team Titleist or Team Callaway. Even the people that do content creation, they don't say they're on team. They say I am my new sponsor or my that's it.
I think it's just a word.
Yeah, I agree with Corey on this one.
Like you're looking at team as in like a group of athletes like competing, and I think a lot of people are saying like the same reason your boss is like, hey, we're a team, buddy. No, we're not. You pay me to do what I do.
I just don't understand the disc golf world.
I think they're using the word team as in like we are all in the same line of thought to try and like promote this brand. It's a team effort. It's a team effort to push this one random dry bag that you've never heard of.
Together.
So
I would agree that team implies collaboration. Yeah, that's my thought, which is exactly what Corey was saying.
But no one does it in golf. Nobody. Like they can.
this isn't golf.
Scott's telling me. I know, but Scott's telling me like you go to TaylorMade website, it literally says Team TaylorMade. That is the only time you'll ever hear or see someone say team. Like it's not.
Yeah, but there's people in disc golf that don't say team, but it still says team on their website.
If I see a team on a tab for Supreme Flight or something like that, I don't know. It bothers me. It's just annoying. Yeah. Like it's just
it's all. Ryan's right. It's just marketing.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Tyler, what do they call it then? I'm fine with this if you can offer a solution. What do they call it when they want to list everyone they sponsor on their website?
The TaylorMade conglomerate.
So like when I go to my primary care office website and they say meet our team, like you're mad, like they can't have a team.
What
they have never won They have never won anything in their entire life. Okay, they're all nurses.
I have to go back and try to look at like sponsorship announcements to see if anyone ever says Team TaylorMade who got signed.
I'm not opping on you, Tyler, but I am asking, literally asking, what do they put in place? Because I don't necessarily disagree with you, but how do they make it look pretty so they can list everyone they sponsor?
Hey Jamie, can you pull up the definition of team?
Here's our roster.
I honestly, I haven't been.
Roster. That's not bad.
I haven't been.
What a roster is for a team.
Yeah,
I haven't been to TaylorMade's website.
I want the tab on Finish Line to have my name in the bottom.
Dangerously close
and
to a crash
if you get rid of that team thing and there's not a name to replace it, my name isn't there anymore. So
Tyler's wearing way too much green right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you not know what my theme is? This is my Eagles hat. No one likes this. And then I got the.
He's got to support his favorite
Irish anger
roster.
I'm wearing it because first off,
favorite group of players who are all coming towards.
It's a sick jersey
towards a common goal.
Eagles are in the Super Bowl, baby. So that's why I'm.
No, Tyler, give me a different name.
Not if the refs.
And
it doesn't matter what they listed on their website. None of that matters. It really doesn't matter. I know it doesn't. That's why I'm asking. I haven't been to TaylorMade's website to look up. Oh, who's on their? Say whatever word you want to say there, team or whatever.
They don't have muscle back irons.
No, they do. They do.
P7700 or 770.
You got it. P770s.
Well,
hey, the battalion team. Shout out Prodigy.
All right, listen. Let me get to my. Listen, I'm just gonna roll this right into my second thing I wanted to bring up. All right, enough of that. Okay. Does this bother anyone else either? Like, these are just small little like petty things I saw on Instagram. This past weekend, we had the Disc Golf Expo East or whatever they called it. Yeah. And there was huge lines to go see pros and maybe get their signature. And I saw a couple of people get interviewed or go up to them and they had a whole box of discs. And I definitely saw this video in two different groups of people say, what are you going to have Simon sign? He goes, oh, I'm going to have this disc and this disc. And he has a whole box of discs for this pro to sign. It is the most cringe thing in disc golf to have a whole box for a pro to sign. And it made me so annoyed. And it's like, this is the stuff that's just annoying in disc golf. And when pros sign disc, it almost like devalues the disc. Like the value doesn't go up for these discs that get signed by pros. They're just not. Anyways, I find it extremely like emotionally stupid or like emotionally unintelligent to go up to Simon and say, can you sign these 10 discs for me while we also have 120 people in line waiting to get something signed?
I agree with you. But did Tyler just low-key say something crazy or no?
What did I say?
If you've got like PP. Other than PP, if you've got a four claw buzz never thrown and a 4-claw buzz never thrown with Paul McBeth's signature,
I said almost always.
Okay, actually, I don't know.
I don't know.
Someone might want to throw the 4-claw buzz, so they wouldn't want to buy one with Paul McBeth.
I think.
Like I had a bunch of Ricky signed stuff, and no one ever cared.
Yeah, Ricky doesn't sell, so
yeah. Maybe it's easier to do in baseball cards or something where you never have an opportunity where you're going to throw a baseball card so it loses its value afterwards. But
plus, you could get a baseball card signed by the entire baseball conglomerate.
And every team. Yeah. No, but this is simply an issue with how small disc golf is, because any other convention for anything regulated like that, you are only getting them to sign a product that you bought before you came or when you arrived. Like, you're not bringing in anything for somebody to sign.
But imagine having a box of discs and say, dude, hey, so cool to meet you. Can you sit here for the next 60 seconds or more and sign every one of these discs while we have all these people waiting in line doing the exact same thing? Like, it's that bothers me.
I would like to transition this to, Tyler said that's his most cringe thing in disc golf. My opinion of the most cringe thing in disc golf is people that go to spectate tournaments and bring and carry their full bag of discs with them.
Oh my gosh, that has got to be number one.
Wild. And Corey did it. Wait, did Corey do it? He's smirking like he did this at D-Glow.
No, I had a little backpack.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's like you're
tugging out your whole bag,
like you're chilling.
It collapses to like this big.
You're thugging out your whole bag and you're like, dude, Ricky might ask me if I can have his bag.
Yeah.
If he loses his whole bag before the round, maybe I can give it to him. You know,
No,
what's your
I
plan?
literally
What's
had a
going on there?
backpack, so I didn't have to carry my chair.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was
Like,
just
I
And you
don't
can just
even
slip a disc or two in there.
like. I don't even get mad
I
about.
bought a couple.
I don't really get mad about some of the
Yeah.
stuff that is different in disc golf that people do, but that is cringe or whatever. Because I just know it's different. It's disc golf. It's totally fine, and there's nothing wrong with half of it. I would say that stuff is cringe. It's just like I feel it comes down to like emotional intelligence. Like, don't be the guy that stands up there for so long when there's a million people. Other people would say, I stood in this line for so long, I should get so much allotted time with this pro to do whatever I want with them.
I think they should have
So-
a marshal at each signing
30
table.
seconds.
30
See how
seconds.
efficient. Tyler, are you more okay with it if anyone is allowed to run and grab a disc out of that person's box, and if that person can't defend their own box, it's just
Ooh,
fine?
solid free game.
if that person's got a
Any disc that
and you just
touches the
flip
ground is free reign.
it's free
On
range.
on the record, no, that's not okay.
Any disc that touches the ground is finders keepers.
I will say this. Is it messed up? I'm going to call him out right now. Paul Ulibarri. I asked him to sign a roach because it was the only putter I could find that from Discraft at this tournament. I asked him to sign a roach, and he goes, "I don't even putt with the roach." And I'm like, "Sorry, man. It's for my wife. She wants your signature." Blah blah blah. Is that messed up for him for doing
It
that?
is messed up that you lied.
Yeah, dude, that's
That
not
is
for your
true.
wife. What are you
That was
talking
totally
about?
for
bro?
you.
No,
What are you talking about? What is this? What is this guy saying right now?
no, it wasn't
It
for
is-
me. I
wait,
swear to
did
you,
he
my
not
wife likes
sign-
Paul
Did he not
Ulibarri.
sign the disc then?
He did, but like he gave me like all this attitude. He was like, "That's not even what
Oh,
I."
I think
putt
you're.
with."
I think you're allowed to. You're coming up to engage in the interaction. He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
I think that the vast majority of disc golf professionals would be happy to sign any manufacturer's disc
Yes.
that you ask them to sign.
Bro,
So
I
it's
could have
kinda
given
weird to
you
me.
like I could have given you like
So
an
funny.
AVR or anything, but and like here's the other thing: it was a premium disc, so but I wanted to get a premium disc so the marker would write better on it, and
Right.
and I could have been like, well, you don't putt with premium plastic either, but you're signing premium plastic.
You don't
Yeah.
make the putt anyway, so sign it.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
it is weird, but I think Taylor's right here. I don't think there's like 3 pros that would have this reaction to Tyler's thing, and he just caught the wrong one. But
Anybody
it's
else got
hilarious.
anything for their floor? Slash the floor being theirs.
I just want to go out on a limb and say I also hate Paul Ulibarri. I'm just kidding. No, but if I was him, I would have said that, and then I would have scribbled out the roach and wrote challenger, and then like
Oh,
signed it. That would have been funny.
that's a funny
That
move.
would have been But no,
Um,
I'm chilling. It
Big
is like
time.
40 degrees today.
I'm
All
a
the
happy
snow is
man,
almost
yeah.
melted.
52.
I'm having a blast.
Scott's so right. It's game time. All right, for today's game, we went to Statmando. Shout out Statmando, because when I am a boy in need that needs to come up with a game for the podcast, I go to Statmando and I always got something to cook up. So shout out Statmando. What we have here today is the 2024 tour. Every event that was an Elite Series or Major, they have compiled every hole on those courses that were played and how they played average to par. What I have then done is averaged that total for every event, so an average of the average, to get a list of what were the hardest and easiest events on tour to par. So what we're going to do, we're not going to get all 28 here. For our contestants, I did put in our day of notes in the Discord, join the Discord, a list of all the events. If I assume if your name's Corey, you may not know all 28 tour events, just a helpful sheet there. We're going to try to get the top 5 easiest and the top 5 hardest. We're going to start, actually, whichever you want. So we're going to go in an order. Whoever just guesses the most wins.
Hey,
That
where's
is what
this
it is.
list?
I
They have
will-
notes.
Day of notes. I'll
Right.
ping you. I'll ping you right now.
I got it. We just have so many tabs now.
Whoa.
Whoa. And I have down here the order is Matt, Tyler, Corey, and I will not be changing it. So
Guys, I'll be honest. I started getting rudely pinged in.
That's
Discord
why I did it.
and missed the last little bit.
That's
of
why
Taylor's
I did it,
description,
baby.
and I am fully lost.
Because y'all are always harping
I
on
am
me how I missed
guessing
something.
I'm
So I
guessing the
got you.
hardest hole, or I'm guessing the hardest average.
Hardest average.
Okay.
Yes, hardest average, yes.
What tournament was the hardest average?
Or easiest. One of the two. Top 5 on both sides.
Oh, so you just randomly guess, or we got to tell you if it's hard or easy?
You got to tell me. Well, I'll say you got to call your shot.
Okay. Matt's first.
Okay, I'm first then. Oh, this is actually is Turco Open the hardest?
It is not.
Okay.
Not in the top 5. Hate to tell you.
So we have the top 5 easiest and the top 5 hardest.
Yeah.
So if I remember
That's what we're trying to
correctly,
guess here.
Ledgestone was played at Northwood Black the whole time, or was that was no. That's Champions Cup, isn't it?
I cannot confirm or deny.
The Champions Cup had Northwood Black. I'm gonna go Champions Cup for hardest.
Champions Cup is the hardest event on tour all around at Northwood Black, averaged at 0.1 stroke over par.
Yeah.
For the event.
Got that one.
Completely corn dog.
Corn dog. Suckered Matt right into the comment section. That was so easy.
That was beautiful.
He
Beautifully
actually
done.
baited me. What the frick?
And then Corey jumped in. Matt, do you know the movie from that GIF that I posted in our Discord?
I can tell you that I do not. So
I'm gonna go with Worlds for the hardest.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Worlds was the third hardest.
That is low key a sneaker.
At 0.07.
It's not low key, Matt. You just low key
all that stupid OB.
Yeah.
And then also just New London being tough. But
So we got
Cameron
2 of the
Diaz,
top 5. All right, let's try to beat the top 5 hardest first. So we got 2 of the top 5 hardest right now.
And it's back to your boy, isn't it?
It is.
Look at Taylor trying to bait you into lowering your chances of getting a top 5 hardest.
Is Beaver State Fling in the top 5 hardest?
I don't know. You tell me. Oh, is that your guess?
Yeah, I'm putting it in, I guess. Only because not it's a hard course, but everyone was mad that it was not well taken care of, and it made it harder.
Solid
even though it should
logic,
still...
but it is not in the top 5
Womp,
hardest. I hate to tell you.
womp.
We are back to Tyler.
I'm going to go with the hardest as MVP Open.
MVP is not on the list, unfortunately, for hardest.
Wow.
Okay. Chess.com.
Chess.com is number 4 on the
Really?
list. 4th hardest at 0.06 strokes over par.
I think we were so used to seeing like the ones that were in the top, like killing it. I think everyone else had the hardest time there.
Yeah. There's a lot of discrepancy
Yeah.
outside AB and Rick. All right, 2 more. Back to Matthew Marsh DG.
Daddy, come back.
Man, I'm getting clapped right now, low key.
Gonna have to be
What's
a
up with
big
the low
comeback.
key every time? It doesn't have to be low key.
It could be high key.
I want it to be low key. Do you want me to be high key getting clapped? Okay.
I mean, it's not really low key. We all know you're getting clapped.
Yeah, that's not low-key.
I'm getting okay.
Take it back.
Is Crow Cole open in the top 5 hardest?
Croco Open is number 2 on the list.
Just Croak?
I croaked.
Go!
0.07.
I'm on the board.
Tied with Worlds, but yeah, 2/3.
So we've got 4 out of the 5.
Yeah, one more, and it is number 5 left. We are up to Tyler next.
I'm probably going easy, so I don't get slapped there. I'm gonna go easiest. Waco.
Waco is indeed the 2nd easiest course on tour last year at minus 0.24 strokes under par.
Dang.
Nice.
Solid strategy going, jumping ship and going.
I tried to do the hardest with the last time and I got duped. So
I'm gonna do hardest.
I think I know
And
what the hardest is.
I think number 5 is Deglow.
It is not. Barely did not make it up there, but it is.
Okay. Because I know it was overgrown this year because of like the rules and stuff. So I thought maybe people were just getting attacked.
Back to Matthew Marsh.
Is the preserve on the easiest list?
Preserve is the third easiest.
Yep.
Solid get.
So we said Waco and Preserve.
Waco and Preserve.
Okay.
Easy. I think I.
Oh, sorry. At a minus 0.18 strokes under par.
Thank you. We needed that.
Sorry about that.
Minus 0.18? Gosh.
I'm gonna go. Oh, man, I'm gonna feel like I'm going on a limb here. The European Disc Golf Festival, easy.
It is the 5th easiest on the list.
Nice.
Minus 0.15 strokes under.
I just remember Ricky went scorched earth there, so
Yeah.
it's tough because you're trying to think, all right, who went scorched earth at these courses, but then also you don't know what the bottom half did.
Just for a score recap, right now we've got Matt and Corey tied at 2 and Tyler 3. So we've got a close
Suck it, Matt.
ball game
Suck it,
here.
Corey.
Whose turn is it?
We got one more of the hardest, we got 2 more of the easiest, and we got completely corn dog up to bat.
Is the championship the hardest?
Championship.
Which championship?
The Pro Tour.
Pro Tour?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if Pro Tour Championship's on.
It is. You wrote it.
I forgot you guys had the list. It is not.
Well, then the answer is no.
The answer is no. Sorry to tell you.
That's a good guess, though.
Yeah, especially at Nevin. I think just being it being limited to just the best players kind of averages that out, though.
That's true.
Or it's not a full field.
Oh, okay.
Is Music City Open on the list of easiest courses?
That would have been a guess for me, too.
It is not. It is smack dab in the middle, surprisingly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm trying to think. I'm going to go with DDO. Easy.
DDO is not on the list for easiest.
Tough
Look.
Oh, shoot. I think I know what it is.
I'm going to go Open at Austin. Easy.
Really?
Oh, I was going to try that too.
I thought it was hard.
It's just on the bubble for easiest, but it is not
Really
in the top 5 easiest.
You know, I'm sick of this bubble.
Bubble, man.
We should go top 6 next time.
Is someone might already guess this, and my bad if they did. Is OTB Open on the easiest list?
It is not, but nobody had guessed it, so you're good there.
I'm going to go easy Green Mountain Championship.
Green Mountain Championship was the easiest on tour last year at a minus 0.29 strokes under par. So we're down to the final 2, one in the easiest, one in the hardest. One is the 5th hardest, and then what would that be? The 4th easiest.
So we took some big ones off the board.
Definitely.
Tyler
is amassing a lead with that one, though. Somebody would have to get the next 2 to tie.
I was going to say, I got a cushion here.
Is Idlewild easy?
Corey, you're going to be really mad about this bubble, man.
Oh my gosh.
It is on the easier side, but unfortunately not in the top 5.
Dude, I was going to say Idlewild. I messaged Taylor. I was like, I think the hardest is Idlewild. Good thing I didn't say it.
Man, I don't even remember the courses for that one.
For what one?
Is Portland Open on the easiest list? I don't even remember the courses for it at all. I'm sorry.
Glendevere.
Okay.
I'm gonna go European Open easy.
European Open is not one of the remaining ones. Hate to say it.
We're running out of places.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm running out of remembering.
Okay, question: have we guessed a
I was going to
course
say this.
on the wrong end?
There has been one guest on the wrong end of the
I
spectrum.
freaking knew it, dude.
No.
That stupid bubble.
No, there has been one guest that is in the top 5 that was on the other end of the spectrum than it was guessed for.
Wow.
Oh, I know it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Nope.
Is DDO hard?
DDO was the 5th hardest event
Oh,
on
wow.
tour.
Context clues. You didn't say anything
0.02.
about being anywhere. You just said no.
But yeah, so now Corey does have to bank the next one for a tie, and then we'll come up with a tiebreaker. But it is back to Matt. We are looking for the 4th hardest event on tour. I'll give you one more round, then I'll give you a hint.
Hardest or easiest?
Hardest.
Fourth. Wait, what?
No, easiest. I'm sorry, my brain.
Hey, I was gonna say I thought we were
My
still
bad,
looking.
My bad.
Okay.
All right, what's your hint?
Easiest.
4th
easiest.
easiest.
One more round of
Are you saying-
guesses with Matt.
Okay,
Yeah,
oh,
no, I'll give a hint after.
Fine. Let me just take a guess here. Is it Beaver State Fling?
It is not.
Ah,
Oh, man.
Tragedy.
tragedy. Well,
I don't know if we've guessed this or not.
I guess what might as well give Corey the best opportunity to win.
Yeah,
The
it's
easiest?
I definitely threw on purpose.
playing
And
for
that
the
was the
team
only
there.
thing that happened.
Don't say it to Tyler,
Yeah.
but you're playing
Well,
for the team.
you know.
For the roster.
Easiest ledgestone?
No, sir.
Is it
What?
USDGC?
No, sir. It is not. It is a European
Dang it.
event.
Oh, wow. Now he's just giving this away.
Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is, but I obviously can't say.
It's your turn. Corey,
Wait,
just-
it's your turn.
Oh, it is my turn.
The floor is technically yours currently.
The European Disc Golf Festival.
That has
I've already
already
said
been
that.
guessed.
Oh
But
my
it is
god!
the
Fucking Matt.
easiest.
Suck it, Matt.
Wait, wait.
Tyler
Half
could
point for that
seal it
one?
here. Tyler could seal it here.
I guess I'm just gonna say. Oh man, I don't know. Swedish Open.
It is not the Swedish Open. Corey has a chance to be somebody right now.
The only one that we haven't guessed that I can think of is Copenhagen.
That is the 4th easiest event on tour. It is tied up. The tiebreaker is going to be what was the 6th hardest event on tour. First person to get it rapid fire succession between Corey and Tyler takes the crown.
6th hardest.
Yeah, just the next hardest on the list, which does
Who
average
goes
under par.
first?
Who goes first?
We'll say Tyler because Corey just got the guess.
Okay.
So we'll reset to Tyler here.
So 6th hardest. USDGC.
Nope.
Deglo.
Nope.
Oh, you fuck. I mean,
Oh no! Now he's got to edit.
Demonetized.
Flipped it out, and we're cooked.
demonetized our 100 subscribers.
Des Moines.
Nope.
Hey man,
Idlewild.
Nope.
Jonesboro.
Nope.
Pro Tour Championship.
Nope.
That was gonna be one I was gonna say.
I said it.
that's how that works.
Deglo.
Nope.
I literally said that.
He did.
Already for this round?
Actually, I will say
I wasn't paying
You know,
attention.
I might have to take this back because Deglo is tied with this event. The next one on the list. I didn't realize till just now, but it is tied.
Wow.
So we're just gonna take that one off the board then.
Yep. That's on me. My bad, fellas.
Lucky Tyler is lucky that he forgot that Corey already guessed.
That's true.
I was so
It's
focused
not
on what
even in
I'm
my
doing.
brain. Not even in my
Portland.
brain. No.
MVP.
Nope.
Oh, what?
I'm pretty sure that's. I don't know.
MVP's a tough place to play.
No, I thought it was in the top 5.
MVP was the 20th hardest out
Really?
of 28. Yeah.
Shredded.
Easier than the Open at Austin, which is surprising.
Is it
Or at
European
least
Festival?
average. No.
No, European Festival's 5th
Yeah.
easiest.
You already
Darn
guessed. Texas State.
How are we missing this?
This is low key embarrassing.
How is it embarrassing?
Guys, my loss was embarrassing, but this is even more. Thank
The
God.
Des Moines.
Already guessed
no,
that.
No and already guessed.
I'm trying to think what was top 5 though too at the same time. So that's what I'm doing like a double
I'll
thing.
recap the top 5 for you. Champions
Okay.
Cup, Crocal, Worlds, Chess.com, DDO. Top 5
Okay.
first.
Okay.
We're looking for the one after that that also happens to be in alphabetical order because it was tied with Declone.
That is such garbage.
Is that a massive hint?
That's all. It could be.
Turku?
Depends on how you. So
Wait, it
Turku
low-key
is
is?
also tied with
Wait.
this event, so I'm going to give Tyler
Are
the
you
dub for
kidding me?
Turku being tied. We were looking for
Was it
Ledgestone
dynamic?
was the event that
Oh, it
we were
was
looking for.
I thought I said Ledgestone earlier.
That's a beautiful shit right there.
Tyler takes home the dub there on the potentially fraudulent tiebreaker. But
I will say,
Of course, I would win one that's an asterisk.
but that's
I've
on
been
me.
looking for a win in a while.
Yeah, there's a slight recap for 2024 events, and then I'm sure we'll get started into our too early predictions for 2025 before too long.
We got to get that going soon.
Season's coming up.
Yeah, too early predictions for sure.
How many weeks do we have till Florida?
I think it's at the end of February, so I think we
Month.
got we're right at 3.5 weeks.
All right, man. That's awesome. All right, continue, Taylor. I cut you off.
No, you're totally good. I was just going to say we plugged it a lot. Join the Discord if you're interested in the weekly challenges or just chat and disc golf with us. We're in there all the time. It's a good time in there. We've got some affiliate codes to Foundation if you're interested in purchasing some products, maybe one of the new Ezra stamped buzzes. Some of us like the stamp, some of us don't. We'll leave that up to you to decide. Buy it if you want to.
You can argue that in our Discord.
You can also argue that in our Discord. You can listen to us live on YouTube or on Spotify and Apple Music after the fact, wherever you prefer to get your podcasts. And we'll be here potentially next week, if not definitely the week after. We'll see you then. Thanks for
birdie
watching and
finish
listening.
line NSH another round.
Head for the disc.
Brixton.
You're on Team Brixton.